How am I going to do that? Ever, let alone in 3 weeks. Hi, fancy seeing you here. Welcome to the launch pad. I am sitting around feeling like a failure today because it's 4 days into my full-time album recording, 3 weeks, and I've only managed to do 2 days of recording. So technically, I have failed already. This is Tea and Empathy, my weekly chat, where I talk to you while I drink a cup of tea or another hot drink, like today it's coffee, until either the drink is gone or it's gone cold. And the whole idea is that I can keep doing these videos regularly alongside writing and recording my new Penfriend album. It's 3:30, so this coffee is a terrible idea, but because I feel like I haven't really started my week properly yet, I just felt like I needed a little bit of a nudge. I haven't done nothing today. I've in fact done loads of things. I haven't done the things that I wanted to do, which is to complete all of the prep of 6 songs to send off for live human played drums. That's what this is, drums. I sent 3 of the tracks off on Thursday, and I've got 3 more to deal with today. That wasn't me. That was the puppy. Luna hasn't been on a video for a while. She's been doing her own thing. Come here. We bought Luna a new collar yesterday and it's very cute. Look. Okay. I always gather together my demos in a Demos and Rarities collection that is released alongside the main release of the main album. And so what I'm also doing as I go along is making sure that I have full recorded demos that I can easily make into that collection afterwards. And that's really satisfying actually, because quite a lot of the time when I'm writing songs and doing the first recordings, they're very rough, which is fine because they're just for me to figure out how the song goes. But this second stage of making sure that they're demos that I would be happy for others to hear and even to have them publicly available to listen to. That means that the quality is much better, of course, and it means that I can enjoy them more. They just feel a lot more like real songs, and they feel a lot closer to what I think the final version is probably going to sound like, which makes me feel like it's actually not that arduous and gigantic a task to get these things recorded and to make this record. Because I will be honest with you, as I always will be, last Wednesday when I sat down here, that was day 1 of album recording, I sat down here and I felt excited and then I felt overwhelmed. And then I spent some time drawing up on the whiteboard here a load of grid lines and writing in the song names and the things that need to be on the songs. And then I stood back and I looked at the whiteboard and I thought, wow, this suddenly feels very real. And there's a lot of boxes to fill in. How am I going to do that? Ever, let alone in 3 weeks, which is what I've decided I'm recording this album in. And then I just thought, well, I've done it before. I will do it again. I'm doing it now. And I just started, and I'm staying accountable by telling you how it's going, but without making it so that it's going to interfere with the recording of this album. What I'm always trying to keep in mind is that my goal is the direction I'm heading in, right? And so all sorts of things can happen along the way. I can't control outside forces that might make things take longer. Can you hear that? My neighbour's an actual cock. A cockerel. It's so funny because we never hear him in the winter, and it's just in the past few weeks he started making that noise again, and I just wonder what he's doing the rest of the time. Is he on holiday? Has he flown off to Spain or something? Anyway, the goal is the direction. All of the things I do along the way hopefully take me towards the goal in the time that I would like. But I don't know. I'm not fully in control of how long something's going to take. I can guess, I can write lists, and I can, work long hours and just see what happens. But ultimately, these songs need to be made in such a way that I am super happy with them. I hope that takes 3 weeks because that's my plan. And just because I've only done 2 days out of 4 days doesn't mean that I won't reach that goal. It just means that I'm not really on track with what I said I was going to do. And I'm only mentioning it here because I think it's very, very easy to set a goal, start with the best intentions, falter, and then go, fuck it, I'm not doing it. And I've done that many times with exercise. And that's a great analogy, isn't it? If I go to the gym 4 times a week, which is my plan, then I will see results. If I miss a day, it doesn't mean I don't go at all next week. It just means I go, oh well, and I just keep going. Because I have to prioritise my health. Like I have to prioritise my music making. I have to decide I'm going to do something. I have to decide that it's important to me. It's a priority. So Nothing bad has actually happened here. Not in terms of recording anyway. There's some big live stuff going on that's not great, but that's all the more reason to pour all of those feelings into the songs that I'm recording at the moment. And that does really help me. And the other thing I will say that is keeping things manageable at the moment, the one thing that is stopping me from basically burning out and becoming overwhelmed and not being able to do anything is maintaining my exercise regime. And that is going to the gym 4 times a week and doing yoga 1 day a week and trying to cycle once a week and trying to run once a week. And I'm failing at those things too. I'm sometimes doing the cycling and the running and sometimes I'm not, and that's okay. But I have managed to go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week for the last 4 or 5 weeks. And I am feeling the benefits of that, not just in the incredible muscles that I am building for myself, but in my general energy levels, the way I'm able to deal with things, alertness, awakeness, all of those things. I do actually love having muscles. I do like to see the physical results of my hard work and sweat and stuff, of course. But far and away above that is energy, feeling like my brain isn't full of stuff. Yeah, just generally feeling awake all day long. Coffee is over. This needs doing. So I will bid you a happy, happy week. I'd love to know what creative project you're working on at the moment. If you've got any blocks with it, if you would like any advice, please feel free to start a conversation with all of us in the comments of this video. Extra big love to all of the names going down the screen right now. These are the members of my correspondence club. Still doing this apparently. These are some of my favourite people in the whole world because they support the making of new music, videos and everything else, and you could be one of those names. If you would like to come and grab an absolute shed load of member perks, including over 100 exclusive demos, rarities, voicemail, podcasty type recordings and all sorts of other stuff, as well as my entire digital archive of back catalogue albums and EPs. Plus you can choose different additional perks depending on the monthly or annual tier that you choose. The link's in the description box as always, along with a link to join my mailing list and receive a free 12-track album and 31-page zine to introduce you to the world of Penfriend. Thanks for watching, wish me luck with recording, have a fab week yourself, and next, YouTube thinks you'll like this video. See you soon.